We have talked to both Matt and Stuart about products and strategies and market and things like that. But when the day is over, it comes down to products, right, Russell?
That's absolutely correct.
23 years working at MultiCam and then being at a trade show and you see the interest from the public and the wonderful outputs of these machines. How is that?
It's extremely exciting. We answer a lot of the same questions about trying to understand what's the difference between a routing system and a cutting system. And we work with our customers a lot to try to help them understand where they fit in best.
So fill me in, what is the difference?
So a CNC router is based around the ability of the spindle to cut materials such as thick acrylic or dense aluminum or wood. It's designed to do that all day and every day. And then it has an accessory of knives. A cutter is based around knife technology, and by the way, it has an accessory of a spindle. So it sounds the same, most of all the same products, but that you can cut, but there is a differential of capabilities when you get down to it.
So when Kongsberg acquired MultiCam, I don't know how you felt about it, but I could imagine that when you see from a technology perspective, some of the software development, some of the applications in the market may complement each other very well.
There's actually very little overlap between MultiCam and Kongsberg. So they've spent many years excelling and creating an excellent foundation for the product and cutters. We've spent all of our existence rising up from CNC routers, expanding into water jets and plasmas and other cutting platforms. So really, the technology differences are such that we don't really play in the same space. So it's very good for both of our companies.
And your role in MultiCam, that was you like product development, product manager?
I'm a lead product manager.
Lead product manager. So that means that you get all the inputs from the market, what is needed, and you and your team come up with how to actually deliver something that can...
Yes, so we go through, one of the main jobs is to listen to and go obtain a proper customer voice, as well as sales voice, and try to understand how and what we need to do on our products to stay on the leading edge of technology.
And if you look through the 23
yes, 23.
Oh, that's a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. When you look at the development and that time of period, and you look at a machine like this, what I mean, is there like milestones where you really have changed, like game-changing kind of technologies, or is it iterations in your mind, or?
I think one of the major game changers is when MultiCam introduced the plasma and we really got into fabrication. That was a huge game changer for us. I think when we got into the knife technology and really started learning about automatic tool changing with the knife system, that was a big game changer.
And that gave a huge productivity gain, I guess.
Absolutely, because the router does not do well in such products as textiles or paper, and you really need knives for those type of materials.
We don't know each other very well, but I can tell you one thing, and I'm so freaking curious. So can you show me the machine a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
I know you have customers around it, but I have to understand what it does. So show me some samples, show me the technology.
So let me step right over here and I'll grab some products. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. So a CNC router, you can see here, this is what we call an inlay. So you can actually see that this is acrylic pushed through an aluminum edge material. So it's two pieces. And this is actually about 4 different tools. So we have a routed edge, and then a diamond bevel tool and a diamond edge tool. And so this is another example of materials.
Let me hold this,
so you can see that aluminum is a very simple material that has to be cut, and you want a very nice edge on it. And so this is actually rather thin for a router. It's not very uncommon to see 3/8, ½ inch, and even thicker aluminum being cut. Acrylics, you're really dealing with mostly 1 inch and down, but then you start getting into wood and density foams. So density foams can be something like this, where
is it a kind of a foam, or say?
It's literally ultra high density foam.
Really? Okay.
And it comes in different pounds, and they do a lot of what's called relief carving. So both our router and our Solero series has active X, Y, and Z capabilities, so I can actually be moving up and down as I go around cutting a product. And
but
you actually have
changing
3D dimensional capabilities.
but changing tools to do it, or while you.
Well, this one actually has 2 different tools, but most of it's cut with a single tool.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it's actually very exciting. You know, working in this industry, you might be in a woodworking shop one day, you might be in a sign shop the next day, you'd be a textile company and a printing company. I've been everywhere, all over the world, from Air Force and Navy locations to out in the middle of nowhere doing woodworking. So it's exciting.
So when we see the machine here, like, I mean, I see the similar things like you have the arms or the bridges or whatever you call these.
Yes, this is a gantry.
Okay, and that is similar to what you see on the Kongsberg, but then all the similarities ends, right?
Well, on the router, you want to have a lot of rigidity. So when it comes to a cutter, you want a gantry that's light, so you can have high accelerations because you're slicing with a knife. But with a router, you want rigidity, you want vibration dampening. So we do all steel construction on the Apex 3R series, helical rack, so that it has a lot of benefits for using the router. So it does have a lot of the wonderful intensity for knives, but its main function is for picking up different tools.
So the tools are
there.
Yeah.
And
so it goes there, takes up the tool, depending on the programming.
yes.
And then basically it from the computer and from the model, it recreates based on do you have to program the knives, or is that based on the shapes and things like that?
This is another major division between a CNC router and a cutter. Is CNC routers usually depend upon third-party softwares that do a lot of this programming.
Yeah.
Cutters are very set up to be very user-friendly for the operator to bring in a vector file and it automatically tool path. When you start getting into using a lot of different tools, that capability starts to go away. You need more powerful CAM tool pathing software.
What type of customers are investing in equipment like this?
Mostly architectural signage. So these are signs that you'll see mounted to the front of a building or a monument.
Like
sign.
these really big ones?
Yeah, really huge.
Yeah.
They're cutting aluminum all day. They're cutting plastic all day. So they need the CNC router for this.
And you are the right place to find it, right?
Yes, we are the right people to come to for sure. We are known in the industry worldwide for sure.
Thank you, Russell.
Thank you.